Hello everyone, welcome to Crystal Clear with Catarina, me. And today we're going to talk about the lockdown in Wenzhou University, the area with the international students. And for that we have here Rejoice, a CA from the 6th floor, to tell us something about it, the past and how it was. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So we're going now back in time to the lockdown moment. But before that, tell us what's a CA and what's her job or his job?
Oh, okay. So firstly, a CA, it stands for Community Assistant. So mostly it's like you are responsible for whatever activities that happens in the dorm. Like for me, for female dormitory. So you have a lot of responsibilities to make sure it's clean, to make sure everyone is there, to make sure that everyone stays safely and everything is in order. Yes.
So you're responsible from the 6th floor?
Yes.
And for every girl that lives there?
Yes.
And if they do something like leave the kitchen dirty, for example, you are responsible to tell them, like clean the kitchen, you need to keep order with everything and everyone there.
Yes.
And how was your reaction when the teachers told you about the lockdown and what you needed to do from that?
Oh, well, like firstly, when they announced that we're supposed to be locked down and how the situation was, for me, I understood it. And they gave us time that, okay, fine, tomorrow by this time, everyone should be inside. You cannot go outside or you cannot come inside. So we're given much time, like enough time for everyone to be prepared and for everyone to know that from the following day, you're no longer supposed to go out or to come back inside.
Did you had any expectations about when everything would end and the gate would be open for everyone?
Yeah, obviously I thought that it was going to be sooner, but then it later on extended to 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
And how was like your routine as a CA? Because during pandemic and COVID-19, it means that people would get fever, would be sick. How would you deal with that?
Oh, well, like I think that was like one of my challenging times during the pandemic because I had to make sure that everyone is safe. Me, myself, I was also scared of whatever that was happening. But then, yeah, I had everything under control. Like I'll be checking on everyone if everyone is fine. If someone is not fine, then they report to me so that I tell the school that someone is not feeling well. Since we're not allowed to go outside, so the school will have to see how the doctor will come and see the person.
So you would need to check their temperature, right?
Yes, sometimes.
And how many times, like a day or a week?
Oh, okay. So for temperature check, the school actually arranged a lot of people to do that during the pandemic. So it was like people were to be tested twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yes, for temperature check in the morning and in the evening. So each and every person, your temperature was recorded twice each and every day.
So how did you face the stress and being inside for a long time, like months?
Well, I think, okay, fine. The school actually really tried, Wenzhou University. It tried to make sure that everyone was comfortable. Yes, it was so hard and difficult to be restrained our freedom, but I think the school really tried because they even went to the extent of getting us gym instruments, those that want to exercise every day, since it was one of the recommendations. Yeah, and we had some fun games, only the people within G area.
Yes.
You get it. So we're not allowed to go outside or anyone to come inside. So they made sure that everyone was comfortable. We'd have some fun games, and yes, if you want to exercise, everything was available inside.
So you guys would be interacting with each other?
Yes.
Not staying every 24 hours in the room, but being able to go out, interact with each other, games and sports.
Yes. Something like that.
So that was like kind of escape, not a real escape, but being away a little bit from the I'm in a little cup, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. You know, what happened was like when the pandemic started, some people went home and some had already gone for winter holiday. So when it started, some people were just a single person in a room. So for them to be alone and the news and everything that was happening around, it was kind of hard and difficult. So the school tried to make sure that everyone was comfortable and to make sure that everyone is okay. Yeah, something like that.
And I saw in the group chat on WeChat that you guys had the opportunity to go grocery shopping, but later on. So how would the school prepare the people and arrange that?
Okay, so like I said earlier on, that the day before they said the lockdown is starting, they told us a day before. So people managed to go and buy some groceries. And then after that, inside we have a place where we buy food.
Okay, yes.
Yes, so that place, like, it had food for people to buy. So you cannot go outside. You can just buy from within whatever that's available there. So yes, and then with time, they now said if you now, let's say you need something like meat and all those stuff, they now had to choose people, 10 people, only 10
people
who go and shop for everyone inside. So you shop for the others, they'll tell you what they need, then the 10 people are the ones that will go properly covered and protected for the virus thing. Yes, so those 10 will go and then they come back with the stuff. So that thing happened for some time. Yes.
And how did you receive, how was your reaction with the notice of you guys, the gate is open, now you are kind of free, but only in campus?
Now, like, it was a relief that everything was now back to normal. Like, we have now our freedom and everything. It's better because we had been inside for long. So just the thing of opening the gate was something to us.
Something really, finally,
yes.
I can look something different besides the area.
Exactly.
And during the lockdown, you had people coming to you and I want to go home. I don't want to stay here anymore. I need to go home. What would you tell them?
Well, during that time, yes, a lot of people wanted to go back home. But then the school's best advice was for us to stay inside. Because maybe during your traveling, you might catch the virus. So, but then some people still insisted to want to go back home. So the school made, they had some documents that they were supposed to sign so that they'll be able to go home. But if you leave the area, you're no longer allowed to come back inside. So they'll verify your flight and everything that you go back home. Yes.
So once you step out of the area
you
gate,
cannot come back.
You can come back.
Yes.
And some people took that decision, and now
they went home.
Yes. And China now is a little bit more better, I can say, from the other countries, and that we now don't need to wear masks and that, but we need to take precautions. Stay still.
Yes.
So now I'll be asking you a kind of a personal question. I hope you are okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
What made you stay here in China and not leave the country?
Well, as for me personally, I think everyone wanted to go back home because with the news and what was happening and the way numbers were rising each and every day, there was a moment almost everyone wanted to go back home. But as for me, looking at the situation, okay, fine. First, I had the responsibility. I'm the CA of my floor. Yes. And secondly, I looked at it like, okay, fine, if I was to leave China, because during that time, cases were more here in China than back home. So I was like, so me, I'll carry whatever the virus or whatever back home. So I just felt like it was better for me to stay in this place. And I also had faith that things were going to be better. Yes.
What advice would you give to the students outside of China now and they really want to come back?
for the people outside China, I think they should just, since we're having online classes, I think they should just concentrate more on their studies and hoping for things to get better. Since things got better here, I'm sure things will also get better where they are.
And they will be soonly, we hope, they will be back in China with us here. Right?
Yes.
And thank you so much for coming today and explaining to us all of this information and the process that you went through, everyone in the area here in China went through. And thank you so much.
Oh,
I really
welcome.
appreciate you coming.
Right, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. There will be a link down here in the description. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.